Hey everybody, John Huber here, Maryland Education Network, brought to you by Maryland K-12. What is the role of the school resource officer in public schools? Well, the answer is actually pretty simple. They are there very simply to enforce the law. And unfortunately, over the years, the school systems have slowly but surely kind of asked them to get involved in things that really do not involve breaking of the law. Refusing to go where a teacher tells you to go, or refusing to leave a classroom, or refusing to come with an administrator is not a breaking of the law. It's frustrating. It's a violation of code of the student code of conduct, the behavior handbook, all those things. But they're not breaking the law. So when we have cops involved in things, then it gets very, very difficult to manage, because the cops, they're not going to back down. You know that, and I know that. So there are a lot of incidents out there where you see school resource officers dragging kids out in handcuffs, and it just doesn't need to be. And the reason, very simply, is because they're not breaking the law. It's something that the school needs to deal with. The school has administrative consequences. They can suspend the kids, and they give them detentions and in-school suspensions and parent conferences and a variety of other things that they can do, both in a punitive sense and both in a therapeutic sense. But the answer is not, let's call the cops because I told this kid he needs to come with me and he refuses to come with me. The same thing, before we had SROs, if a kid was breaking a rule, I wouldn't pick up the phone and call the police. And so the answer should be for schools that if you're going to pick up the phone and call 911, if the cop weren't there, yeah, that's breaking the law. But just say to yourself, if the cop's not here, would I pick up the phone and call 911? Probably not. If that's the answer, then you don't need to have SROs being involved with kids. This contributes directly to the school to prison pipeline that you've heard about, which is real in terms of the statistics. So in any case, it all comes down to what the role of the SRO is, and that is to enforce the law. We call police when people break the law. We don't call the police when kids refuse to follow directions. Think about, for those of you that have kids, when your kids, I told him 1,000 times he needs to go to bed, he won't go to bed. What are you going to do, call the police? It's a very similar circumstance. So anyway, I hope this helps. That's the role of the SRO, to enforce the law. All the other stuff is great. The mentoring, and sometimes they use the word counseling, I'm not crazy about. But anyway, all the mentoring, all that stuff, the role model, wonderful. But the bottom line is they're there to enforce the law. And unless the students are breaking the law, schools have no business bringing the police in with them to any situation. So anyway, I hope that helps. Have a great day.